I'm back in the car. Alright. So today's topic video is the first time I ever met a shy, introverted girl. And literally, yeah, this is as I speak. I'm currently right now, I just moved out my this place I was staying at with a roommate, and I realized it was just getting like out of hectic and just wasn't healthy, so I just push came to shove. I guess he got tired of my shit and just decided, just, you know what, let's just go do this and just go sign me off. So yeah, I'm out here waiting on friends of mine. Well, yeah, friends of mine slash coworkers. I don't know what they're doing right now, but I'm outside their apartment just chilling and waiting on them because they might be asleep or something. I'm not trying to disturb them, but yeah. So the first time I've ever, the top. Oh shit, bro. This is my experience with a shy, introverted girl. Let's call her Maria. That's not her actual name, but I'm gonna just call her Maria. I met Maria through my cousin. He was dating, well, he's dating her older sister, and the plan was he was gonna let her move into the last place I was staying at, so they can come together and, you know, become a family, because from the looks of it, he wanted to start a family with her and take care of her baby, and, you know, just be in her life. So yeah, and he brought over her little sister Maria because he realized that Maria didn't have good parents. Her parents were very toxic. They were very old. They kept her in the house for years on years. So she's been isolated for a long time. So yeah, he decided to bring her out to help her out and get her a job, coming out here in Texas. And she was gonna be staying with us till she got a job, and then she just got back on her feet, you know, get some experience in. So yeah, so the first week she moved in and stayed with us, I didn't really like talk to her. I just really just introduced myself and let her know that, you know, anything in the kitchen is yours. If you're staying here, don't mind ask me anything. I can help you if you need any help. You know, this, that. So yeah, first week I just, you know, let her know, try, you know, let her be comfortable around me and everybody, so that way it doesn't seem weird when she comes in the kitchen. She's just looking around and not seem like she's gonna like get the wrong item, or, you know, just being shy basically. Because I was very aware she wasn't very used to people, just by her body language and just the way how she treated herself. But yeah, as the days go on by, I noticed that she actually did not look bad. She was actually pretty cute to me, because, you know, beauty is subjective. Just a heads up. But yeah, so one day I grew the balls to go ask her for her number, and 5 minutes later, she ended up just walking away. I thought she was just too shy and just gonna reject me, but instead she gave me her number, and then the next day I didn't even text her, but somehow she found me on Facebook, and we just started talking since then. And literally, the more and more we talk over the phone, she kind of just got, well, she didn't get comfortable with me. It's more like I took the initiative to go in her room and talk to her and have full-blown conversations. Because I'm not a phone type of person. I'm more a person-to-person type of thing, kind of communication. I don't like social media, honestly. Like, I prefer, yeah, like, person-to-person, face-to-face talking or conversations. Because it's just, to me, that's more healthy. Over the phone, it's like, you don't really have no type of emotion. It's just, you're looking at your phone screen and you're using emojis. You don't know what the hell is going on. But yeah, So I took the initiative to go talk to her in her room, and for about, for about a week, we literally would nonstop talk about stuff, like random stuff. I just get to know her. I tell her about my stuff, my personal life, how my family is, this and that, my hobbies, my interests. And it started like clicking and clicking and clicking. She started becoming more and more comfortable around me. We started laugh more. We just started enjoying each other's company. It was like, it was really easy, honestly, to be honest with you. Like, I come from an introverted social life back in high school, and whenever I liked a girl, it was pretty obvious. Like, I sat there nervously, like a nervous wreck. I wouldn't sweat, but I just couldn't talk, and you can tell I was nervous just the way how it looked. But yeah, I got really comfortable around her just like that. I think it took like 2 or 3 days. Well, okay, I lied. More like 2 days, because I was aware of her situation and stuff. I knew what type of person she was. But that didn't mean that I was just gonna take advantage of her, because I saw her as like, most people be like, oh, you just wanted to use her because she seemed easy. But no, honestly, I didn't do any of that stuff. Well, I'm speaking ahead, but yeah, I didn't do any of that stuff. But yeah, as she started getting more comfortable around me, one day she just out of the blue asked me if I liked her. And I told her that yeah, I like you, like not like a friend, but as like a person. She was like, what do you mean by that? And I was like, well, I think you're pretty cute and all. I really like talking to you, because we just like click like that. Ever since then, she's just been like, I wouldn't say hooked, but she just been more and more friendly around me and being more comfortable, like showing her wild side towards me. Not like, you immature people out there, but more like her goofy side, like joking around, cracking jokes with me, always trying to mess with me, childish stuff. But yeah, as time goes by, my cousin, the one that brought her over, he's starting to notice that me and her start to build a mutual relationship. Well, I don't think you should say mutual relationship. More like a very friendly relationship, to where he said to himself that, look, this is gonna get out of hand. I need to get myself involved. So I remember one day he didn't go to work, and he decided to stay home because he had a stomach cramp. So I'm just like, okay, that's cool. I don't mind it. He's staying home. I usually go in her room. In the room she sleeps in, go talk to her. Like, just me and her have full-blown conversations. But this time he's in the room too, so I'm like, oh, it's not a big deal. This time we can just, do something. So as we're like, all three of us in the apartment, I noticed that she's just trying to talk to me and not be around my cousin. Because, I guess she just only wanted to talk to me. And I noticed that he's also following us around too. Like he's her dad or guardian or something. I don't know. But all I know is that he was the one that brought her to me. So I can't really say anything negative about him, because I would have never met her if it wasn't for him. But yeah, I noticed that she didn't really want to talk around him when I was in the room. She just wanted to keep the conversation between me and her. And I noticed that he was kind of he was looking at me differently, just the way how she talked to me and was more friendly around me for some reason. I have no idea why, but because of that day, there's more to it too. So the way how I said that she wasn't uncomfortable with him being in the room while she was trying to talk to me, I was like, you know what? How about we just watch a movie all together? So we go into that room, we pick a movie, and we just watch it all together. And he notices that she sits very close to me, like face to face close, like our nose could be touching close. And for some reason, he doesn't like that. He got really mad about it, and she was telling me that he texted her saying that, oh, why are you hanging out with him more? Why are you friendly to him? Why you talk to him more? this and that. And she also told me that he wanted me out the room because he just wanted to hang out with her only and not me. And I could tell from his attitude because as we were watching the movie, he started getting more and more like agitated that me being in a room with her, even though I haven't done nothing. I'm just over there just trying to have a good time and watch a movie. But yeah, since that day, I kind of just I realized what type of person he was. Like it shouldn't even be a big deal over a girl that he's not even dating, and he's dating her sister. So it just didn't make any sense to me. It just made it seem like he just wanted her to himself, even though I wasn't really even dating her. I was just being friendly to her. Like yeah, speaking of that, I never got a chance to even like wanted to date her or even want to start a relationship with her. I told her off the bat, once I told her I liked her, that I'm not really ready for a relationship because, you know, I don't even have my life in check. And I'm kind of immature for a relationship because, you know, that's a lot of commitment and it's work. I don't care what anybody says, dude. Relationships are hard. Well, I mean, I don't have no experience in that. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to like, you know, waste her time. And maybe she might have some like feelings for me, but I just like played it cool. But most people be like, "Oh, you're just stringing her along." Not really. I didn't really do anything like that. But yeah, as time went by, he's starting to get noticed that she's doing more and more of it around me. So what he decides to do is separate her from me, saying that I'm the issue, I'm the distraction, I'm the bad guy. I'm gonna take advantage of her, this and that. Like telling her things that that make me look bad just because he didn't want her being around me. And I literally like told her like everything that he spoke on me about it in a negative way, so that way, you know, we can have a clear understanding, because that's one of the traits that she did like me about. I'm a really understanding person. I always want to hear both sides of the story, no matter what. And I just try to get a feel of it. Most of the time, my moral compass usually like can tell who's in the right and who's in the wrong. Because let's be honest, like no one likes negative people. Like I mean nobody. But yeah, she was how do I put it? She was very attracted to me. I was very attracted to her. It was like it was unbelievable. I probably won't ever see her again, cause I left the apartment, and she kind of still hasn't had she don't have a job, she don't have her license, she don't have a car. She's just under my cousin and her sister supervision. Like she's like 13 or 14 something, and she's 21. Yeah, and the incident that made me like decide to leave was that she didn't talk to me so much, to the point where she was so excited to see me come back home from work that she told me that she was gonna sleep on my bed. And speaking of that, there's another thing too why I moved out. I decided to, well, that's another story. I'll save it for another thing. But yeah, she was very much different from most girls I talked to. Even if she was very introverted, isolated, she didn't really have the best social skills and cues. But don't get me wrong though, she knew how to play dumb. Like, from the jump, I knew she was not who my cousin told me who she was. She was pretty self-aware of what was going around her and what was happening. She was pretty smart. But I was the only one who noticed that. Not a lot of people saw it, but that's one of the things like I did like about her too. She was filled with surprises, like just surprises. It was so mind-blowing the way how she just acted around my cousin and her sister whenever there was like an issue between me and her, even though it wasn't really a big thing. Because in my opinion, it was just a small issue turned into a big deal, so that way it could stir up some drama into the apartment and just make things not good. Excuse me. But yeah, it really sucks that I won't be able to see her. I mean, I keep contact with her, but it's not the same thing. I I really did enjoy just talking to her and doing other stuff that I can't really speak on, but she was like a good friend. I don't think I'm ever gonna get that, especially with, I can't really say, but I don't know. It's kind of like pessimistic. I think that's how you pronounce it. That most women nowadays are just zombies. They follow the crowd. They listen to their friends. They have nothing but dudes in their DMs. She, on the other hand, she didn't really have any guys she talked to. I literally was the only guy she talked to. And I didn't really like tell her to only talk to me. I remember one day she would tell me that my cousin was trying to hook her up with one of his coworkers. And she was telling me that she didn't want to talk to anybody else unless she wanted to, and this and that. I was like, wow, you can, okay. Yeah, I told her you can do whatever you want. It's not my business. But yeah, like the fact that she waited for me coming back from work, and I worked 12-hour shifts, kind of made me like think about her in a different type of way. But who knows? Maybe that's just lust. Lust, or maybe she really does like me. I definitely see the attraction built up, but I hope to see her one day again, and maybe she won't get pregnant or anything. I really hope she's just doing good for herself, and hopefully she get a job. Because right now, I don't think I'm not gonna see her in person for a long time. But yeah.